time out for that.
Well, I think if you're Jewish, you're allowed to do that to like Russians and Ukrainians because they owe us quite a bit.
Yeah.
Goddamn right, Katie. Take a swig.
Jimmy,
take a swig.
Yeah.
Take a fucking swig,
and actually,
Katie.
we have another guest. In a second, I'm going to bring in Katie Halper, friend of the show.
Katie, yes.
Also has
fucking Russian infiltrator.
Katie Halper. She's just a friend of the show. What? Can you list any other accomplishment that she has? No, nothing.
Yeah, we have all the Russian assets here.
Yes. I know first what Katie.
Look at this grin. Look at this grin.
Does, and she does this with Matt.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Great.
And
Hi.
you're wearing your
I'm
Russian...
wearing Russian hat. Yes, correct. I'm having so many windows open for trying. Sorry?
Dobry den. I think it's morning over there, and
Oh yeah, I'm pretending not to understand so people don't know that I'm working for food.
Jimmy's. Oh, this is so funny, right, Jimmy? Look at Jimmy. Oh, this is hilarious. Katie Halper's doing a Russian accent. Yeah. Oh, this is mouth wide open. Hilarious, Jimmy. Please.
Hi guys, nice to see you.
You do a great Russian accent.
I did Russian Ukrainian folk dance for like 15 years, and there are all these pieces of photos of me. And
Yeah, you may be exaggerating the concern that people have for your folk dancing, Katie. You may be overestimating the concern that people are going to have for these photos. I don't know.
books and stuff, so I'll get those online soon enough.
Katie,
No.
No. Don't do us any favors. We don't need to see those. We don't need to see them, Katie. We don't need to see them.
for appropriation.
But it's the Katie Halper show. It's all about Katie. And no one can question anything Katie says. Anything Katie fucking says, nobody can question or rebut.
I know, but
Time out for that.
well, I think if you're Jewish, you're allowed to do that to like Russians and Ukrainians because they owe us quite a bit.
What? If you're Jewish, you can culturally appropriate from Russians and Ukrainians because they owe the Jewish people quite a bit. Okay? All right. That's your opinion. Fine. But there's no rebuttal? There's no counterpoint to that? There's no, but wait a minute. What do you mean, Katie? What do you mean? There's no explanation of that? Not even an explanation? Like, what do you mean? Because I don't quite understand what she's saying when she says that. I thought the Nazis perpetrated the Holocaust. Is that what she is she implying? I don't get it. Were the Russians and the Ukrainians complicit with the Nazis during the? I just don't understand her statement there. I mean, it's a big statement, and she just says it with such. She just off the cuff, and these guys are just yucking it up. Ha 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 ha, Benjek, but nobody questions her about it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Hey, what did the Russians ever do to the Jewish people? Or hey, what? Nobody says anything. That's not a conversation. That's not journalism. That's not truth. That's not fact finding.
You grew up doing Russian, Ukrainian.
I can't get it any better than this. Aaron's concerned. Aaron's concerned for Katie. Katie, are you all right?
Man, how do I have friends with these fucking people? How do I?
Jimmy, she's a red diaper baby.
Yeah,
that's what all communists do.
I mean, it could have been any other dance thing. It just happened to be that these lefties in our neighborhood did that.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for clearing that up, Katie. We're also interested in your upbringing.
That's what the lifelong Soviet assets say.
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I mean, that sounds anyway. But yeah, I'll find the photos.
Anyway, but make sure you get us those photos, Katie, because we're also interested. We want to see those photos. Yeah, it's all about you, Katie.
never dance, but I used to wrestle. Not very long, usually just a
Katie's trying to take a drink. Jimmy's interrupting Katie's sip. Look. Katie's like, how dare you? How dare you, sir? I was going to take a swig off my 2-liter jug here. How dare you? How dare you, Jimmy? Jimmy. God, Jimmy's got no fucking class.
Appropriation.
I know, but
time out for that.
Well, I think if you're Jewish, you're allowed to do that to like Russians and Ukrainians because they owe us quite a bit.
Yeah.
Bump. She's not joking. She is not joking. But do tell, please. That statement requires some explanation. You can't, but none of these journalists are gonna fucking call her on that statement. None of these journalists here. They're just gonna giggle and cackle at Katie Halper's statements, no matter how outrageous her statements. Oh yeah, because if you're Jewish, you can do that. Because if you're Jewish, you can do that because the Russians and Ukrainians, they owe us. They owe us, Jewish people, quite a bit. So we can culturally appropriate from those people all day long, 24/7. Ha ha, nobody's going to question them. All right, Katie, take a swig.
You grew up doing Russian, Ukrainian.
No pushback on that. Jimmy's just interested in why she grew up doing Russian and Ukrainian folk dancing. Jimmy, you pretend to be a journalist, but you're not a journalist. You're a journalist. You're a part-time journalist, Jimmy. That's what you are. You're a part-time journalist. When it suits you, when it suits your needs, Jimmy, you're a journalist. Okay? But when it comes to Katie Halper swigging off a 2-liter jug, saying that Jewish people can culturally appropriate from the Russians and Ukrainians, and not anytime they want because they owe them, no one bats an eyelash.
Man, how do I have friends with these fucking people? How do I?
Jimmy, she's a red diaper baby.
Yeah,
that's what all communists do.
I mean, it could have been any other dance thing. It just happened to be that these lefties in our neighborhood did that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that explains it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Could have been any other. Could have been Jamaican dancing or Latin samba dancing, but it happened to be that they were Russian and Ukrainian dancing in her neighborhood.
Sure, that's what the lifelong Soviet assets say.
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I mean, that sounds anyway. But yeah, I'll find.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, but I'll find those pictures. Yeah. We're waiting for those pictures, Katie. We really want to see them.
Photos.
Katie, I never dance, but I used to wrestle. Dad hates Saturdays. My opponents were like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Look what you're wearing."
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry.
Appropriation.
I know, but
time out for that.
well, I think if you're Jewish, you're allowed to do that to like Russians and Ukrainians because they owe us quite a bit.
Yeah.
I can't get it any bigger. Because they owe us quite a bit. They owe us quite a bit. The Russians and Ukrainians, we Jewish, they owe the Jewish people. Yeah. She's always inserting her religion, her religious identity, and her religious privilege as a Jew to culturally appropriate over people and to use words that other people can't use, as will be explained further in this video.
Grew up doing Russian, Ukrainian folk dance.
Jimmy's asking a question. Katie's swigging off that bottle.
Friends with these fucking people. How do I?
Jimmy, she's a red diaper baby.
Yeah,
that's what all communists do.
I mean, it could have been any other dance thing. It just happened to be that these lefties in our neighborhood did that.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Sure, that's what the lifelong Soviet assets say.
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I mean, that sounds anyway. But yeah, I'll find this one.
Anyway is right, Katie. Let's get back to the conversation.
Katie, I never danced, but I did. I used to wrestle.
What was that? What was that? Katie was going for a swig. Katie was going for a swig. Let me just check that out.
I mean, it could have been any other dance thing. It just happened to be that these lefties in our neighborhood did that.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Sure, that's what the lifelong Soviet assets say.
Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I mean, that sounds anyway. But yeah, I'll find the photos.
Katie, I never did.
Katie's going for a swig. Jimmy's asking a question with this hairline, with this receipt. The only thing further from the truth on this video is this receding hairline right here. The only thing further from the truth is this. Look at Katie. Katie's going for that bottle.
But
But she decides against it. She says, no, I can't take the drink now. I
used to wrestle.
Puts it away and holds it over here and cocks her head. Wait, are you gonna, Jimmy? How long is this question gonna be? I gotta take a swig.
Pretty long, usually just until I came. But
Damn.
yeah, if I could have controlled my orgasm, I could have went to state.
There we go.
Boy, did my
Swig.
boy, did my dad hate Saturdays.
Swigging away. Oh, swigging Katie.
My opponents were like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Look what you're wearing."
The wrestling.
I don't know what Jimmy's on about. He's funny.
My show was already very popular. I didn't have to do this to get more popular. I don't know what people. I'm already selling out theaters wherever I go. I didn't have to become more pop. I'm doing this because this is a chance to get Medicare for all and to see and.
Look, she's giving us the Illuminati eye right there too. Oh, Katie. Why waste the time pouring stuff into a glass when you can just swig it from the 2-liter jug? Good on you, Katie. I'm learning a lot from Katie. Why bother pouring it into when you can just backwash into a 2-liter jug?
Expose to people how our system doesn't work for them.
Well, this is also funny because we always get accused of the same thing, and people are like, "You're taking that."
Now watch Katie. When she's not the center of attention, she gets very irritated and annoyed and twitchy.
That's the motive. But yeah, I just think it's just gross. It's totally like neo-McCarthyism. All you have to say, and Matt Taibbi has written a lot about this, all you have to say are some words that make people...
Matt Taibbi's written a lot about this. Have you written anything about this, Katie? Matt Taibbi's written a lot about it. He's a journalist. What are you? Have you written anything about this? Do you write? I mean, or do you just do YouTube shows? Could you do a YouTube show on your own? Could you do commentary? Or would your show be worth anything without the guests that you have? Like Jimmy Dore, Aaron Mate, and Ben Norton, and others. Gerald Horn. Could you do a show on your own? Could you do commentary on your own? Could you do anything on your own that people would be interested in, Katie? I don't think you could.
But I share your verklempt over the that there's a space in our culture for people to do that freely and not even worry. That just whenever someone gets in a corner, they go, "There's a Russian, there's an infiltrator, they take money Assad." That's Hillary Clinton playbook 101. And the fact that comes from the left now that's accepted. It's just accepted you could do that, and there's no price to pay for that because everybody did that in the media.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, Katie, and
at this point, somebody should say, Aaron, do you have a question for Jimmy or Katie, or do you have a comment or anything? At some point, see, like, you guys have to keep people in the convo. Aaron's been idle for like 20 freaking minutes, man, and Katie's been dominating the whole thing. With her fingernails on the chalkboard voice, that's just like
right democracy, and
I'm like,
I feel like this. Oh yeah, Aaron, go. Yeah.
Did Jimmy use the Klimt list properly?
oh, now, okay, here we go. Well, I'm sorry, Aaron. Now we're getting really into it. Now we're getting into some detail here. Did Jimmy use verklemptness, the term verklemptness, correctly? Verklemptness, I think it's probably a Jewish term, right? Okay, but that's what Aaron wants to know. Did Jimmy use the term verklemptness correctly? Now, all of a sudden, Katie is the Jew expert, the expert on Jewishness, because she brought it up already. She said because if you're Jewish, you can culturally appropriate from the Russians and Ukrainians because they owe the Jews a lot. Earlier in the segment, I highlighted that. Now, Aaron's is gonna highlight it again. Look at the look on her face. And Jimmy's hysterical over here. He's loving that question. Oh, did he use it? Did he use that term correctly? And we're gonna defer to Katie about terminology and proper word usage. Aaron Mate is deferring now to Katie Halper on proper word usage.
You say that's actually verklempt is a very misused word, and I think it means
I have to hold them accountable.
We got to call them in. We have to call them.
He has to hold him accountable. Okay.
That is lateral violence, Aaron. You're committing lateral violence, Aaron.
Downward violence.
These are people who are.
Let go of your hair, Katie. Stop. Like what the F is this? I'm not a body language expert, but this constant running her hands through her hair is distressing to me as a viewer. Just sit still. I mean, just sit leave your hair alone. Tie it up, please. Don't stop running your fingers through it. But look, okay. Oh, Katie, please explain to us the language that we don't understand.
Allies, Aaron. Okay, they're Goyisha allies, and we can bring them into the conversation.
Goyisha. What's Goyisha? I don't know what that. I mean, is that a Jewish term? Goyisha. I don't know. Now they're just completely off the map here from the discussion that they were having before Katie came on. We're on to Goyisha, Jewish, Russian, Ukrainians. They owe the Jews quite a bit. What, verklempt? Did Jimmy use verklempt correctly?
Shame them. Verklempt, actually, I don't know the literal.
She doesn't know. There you go. She doesn't know, and she can't keep eye contact. She can't keep forward eye contact. She doesn't know, and she can't keep eye contact. That's all you need to know, basically.
Oh yeah, Aaron, go. Yeah.
Did Jimmy use the Klimt list properly?
It's interesting you say that. That's actually verklempt is a very misused word, and I think it means.
I have to hold him.
I think it means she doesn't know. She doesn't know. I don't know. I have no idea what it means. I don't know where it comes from. Why are we discussing it? Why did Jimmy bring it up? I have no fucking clue. Why are we discussing it right now? We're talking about hashtag force the vote.
Accountable.
We got to call them in. We have to call them in.
That is
These are
lateral
allies.
violence, Aaron. You're committing lateral violence, Aaron.
Downward violence.
These are people who are.
Katie's got a firm grip on her hair there, though. Looking off at some. What is she looking at? What the F is she looking at?
They're allies, Aaron. Okay, they're Goyisha allies.
Goyisha allies. What are those? Don't know.
Can bring them into the conversation and not shame them. For Clem, actually, I don't know the literal.
She doesn't know the literal. Looking off and. Oh, what's over here? She's looking off to the left now. She's looking everywhere but at the camera. She doesn't know.
Version of it, but the way it means emotional. But a lot of people think it means overwhelmed.
It means emotional.
Discombobulated. But
Discombobulated. That's what I said about you, Katie, in a comment recently. Yes, discombobulated.
I think it means moved. But you can say I'm moved by it. I'm all verklempt. But usually you're all verklempt. Like I'm verklempt by people.
See, yeah, Katie doesn't know exactly what it means, but she's explaining it to these three idiots. These three fucking idiots who ask her about it, but she doesn't know what it means. But these three idiots think she knows what it means, and she's trying to explain it. The conversation has moved no further than 0.0 on that question, thanks to Katie and Aaron's question. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Support, verklempt by this conversation, or I'm verklempt by all the people coming to. I'm verklempt by people support, verklempt by this conversation, or I'm verklempt by all the people coming together to say that smearing people is bad.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that clarification, Katie.
I'm very appreciative that I have the gray zone.
Oh, he's appreciative. He's not verklempt anymore.
And people like Ben and Aaron and Max and everybody.
Happy birthday, Max, for yesterday.
Where's Max? Who's she talking to? We got Ben, Aaron, and Jimmy. Where's Max?
His birthday, I just found out. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
I just found out. Yeah. I just found out it's his birthday. But he's not on the screen, so nobody knows who you're fucking talking to, Katie.
It's his birthday. I didn't know that. How old is he? Is he 57?
Yeah.
No.
Again, she's misdirected the conversation into Max's freaking birthday. Somebody who's not even on screen yet, and we got everybody wondering, what's going on? Is it the birthday? Blah, blah.
Max is 57.
Younger, but no.
It's so whenever when I always think it's funny whenever someone is celebrating their birthday, I go, "Oh, you're so courageous, so courageous."
To celebrate it.
Yeah, so courageous. How?
Aaron's taking a gulp. Look at that. Look at that big gulp. Look at that big gulp. What's he sipping up there? What is he sipping up there?
Do you? And then I always
no vanity.
I often like to say, look into a camera and go, "Can you believe how young I look?" Because at some time, in a few years, people will see this and they go, "Wow, he did look young." These are the games I play to keep myself entertained during my life.
It's good. I like them.
She likes them. It's good. I like them. But no one's going to say this hairline looks young, Jimmy. No one is going to say, "Hey, you've got a young-looking hairline there, buddy."
Okay.
And Jimmy, you should. I just want to say we're gonna do. You should come back to the show whenever, and we have to do a big one with you, Aaron, Ben. Sorry you weren't. You were left.
Katie's now the producer extraordinaire. Yeah, we got to do one with Ben. You blah 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 blah. She's the producer extraordinaire now. Watch her. Watch her go.
And then
no vanity.
I often like to say, look into a camera and go, "Can you believe how young I look?" Because at some time, in a few years, people will see this and they go, "Wow, he did look young." These are the games I play to keep myself entertained during my life.
It's good. I like them.
It's good. It's good. I like them. Okay. Okay. You like these games? Good. These are the games you play, Jimmy. Fine. Okay. This conversation has devolved into nonsense at this point. Okay. But Katie's gonna break it down. She's gonna tell everybody what they're gonna do. Watch.
And Jimmy, you should. I just want to say we're gonna do. You should come back to the show whenever, and we have to do a big one.
What show? The show. You mean the Katie Halper show or Useful Idiots show? What show are you talking about, Katie? Because without the Useful Idiots show, you would be a persona non grata. Persona non grata. Grata. But Jimmy should come back to your show. Jimmy needs to come back to your show. You're going to tell Jimmy he needs to come back.
Years, people will see this and go, wow, he did look young.
The fuck?
These are the games I play to keep myself entertained during my life.
It's good. I like them.
It's good.
And
it's good. Katie likes them. It's good. Katie likes them.
Jimmy, you should. I just want to say we're gonna do. You should come back to the show whenever.
I just want to say you should. We should go. We're gonna do. You should come back to the. What?
And we have to do a big one with you.
We have to do a big one.
Aaron, Ben, sorry you weren't. You were left out of the.
Sorry, Ben, you were left out. You're a nobody.
The infiltration list, but Lee Camp is coming on Sunday. He's coming on my.
Lee Camp is coming, but Ben, sorry, Ben, but Lee Camp's coming. You fucking nobody. Katie eviscerating everybody. Like, oh yeah, Jimmy, you should come on our show.
Sunday, and I feel like we've been silencing him. We haven't been elevating him because he, of course, according to Fox.
Who's we? Katie? Rolling Stone or you and Matt or what the fuck? Who's we? We've been silencing Lee Camp? Who is we?
It's like him and then Putin in the chain of command, so yeah.
Yes, definitely. And Lee
They
Camp.
want to do a lot.
Oh.
Do a lot, Jimmy, because they do a lot of segments about you.
Katie got shut down. Katie tried to speak, but she got shut down.
I see them sometimes, like, you know, and there was one this week. It was called, like, Jimmy Dore's Reactionary Politics. It was insane. Like, this guy, like Jimmy's pushing for Medicare for all, which everybody supposedly on that show supports. And it's like, they're trying to, again, attack.
Now Katie's looking away. Look, she's looking away like, okay, I'm out of here. They're not listening to me anymore. I'm not the center of attention. I'm out. Watch.
On, again, as we said before, on issues where you've been proven 100%.
There she goes again looking.
It's so stupid.
Did any of you watch that? Did any of you all watch that?
What's that?
It's so distracting. Katie is so distracting. I can't even fucking focus on the conversation.
Did any of you watch the?
She's such an energy vacuum.
Watched the full. It was amazing. I mean, the comments they made, all.
Aaron, what the fuck, dude? Why are you drinking from a cup, dude? You know all the cool people drink from 2-liter fucking bottles, dude. Why are you drinking from a cup? What the fuck, dude? Get a grip. Get real. Get a 2-liter backwash fucking.
Them were in unison that this is going to take 10 to 15 years and it's part of a long methodical process. And AOC is playing 52-dimensional chess in order to take 15 years to get health care for people. And, you know, by then there'll probably be 5 more pandemics, a nuclear meltdown, and I don't know what else.
Florida's underwater. People are like on lifeboats.
Yeah.
We can do a
But they
swimming
literally were saying,
underwater.
What was that really bad movie, Water?
Katie's trying to interject, but
When we're living in Waterworld,
Nobody-
we'll finally have Medicare for.
nobody's paying attention.
Camp leading the way. Putin's right behind him.
I think that
Let
there's
me
a
say
big,
one thing I think.
Katie got shut down again. But they're gonna let her speak. Watch.
Go ahead, Kate.
No, I was just gonna say there is a
Don't
class
talk
that.
over women, Aaron.
And then Max says, "Don't talk over women, Ari." And then now listen to what Katie says. This is more religious browbeating.
Listen to women, especially Jewesses. Okay, no.
Listen to women, especially Jewesses. Nobody says anything. What do you mean, Jewesses? What do you mean, especially Jewesses, Katie? Why should we especially listen to Jewesses? What do they know that other women don't know? And then listen to what she says after that.
I think that that's a joke term I'm using. Don't use
That's a joke term that she's using.
that unless you're Jewish or, you know.
Don't use that unless you're Jewish or you know. Wait a minute. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Women, especially Jewesses. Okay, no, I think that that's a joke term I'm using. Don't use that unless you're Jewish or, you know.
Don't use that unless you're Jewish or you know. I guess all these guys know. I guess Jimmy, Aaron, Ben, and Max, they all know. But what about people that don't know? Katie? That they can't use the word Jewess. That's a joke. Is that because that's a joke term? I really don't understand what she's not clear. It's not clear. That's a joke term? That's not a joke term. You're using it as a joke term. Right? Is that what you're saying? You're using it it's not a joke term. The term Jewess or Jewesses. Listen to women, especially Jewesses. Where's the joke term there? There's no joke term. Those are English words in the English language. You mean you used it in a joking way. You used it in a racial joking way. But you're the only one that's allowed to use it in a racial joking way. Nobody, Jimmy, Aaron, Ben, Max, they're not allowed to use it in a joking way. Because they're not Jewish. Well, unless they're Jewish. If they're Jewish, it's okay. How outrageous is this? How outrageous is this? And nobody says a word. Not one of these guys, not one of these journalists speaks up for the English language and freedom of speech.
Hey, go ahead, Kate.
No, I was just going to say there is a
Don't
class
talk
that.
over women, Aaron.
Listen to women, especially Jewesses. Okay.
Listen to women, especially Jewesses. What? Excuse me?
Oh, I think that that's a joke term I'm using. Don't use that unless you're Jewish or, you know.
No, all I have to do is show up.
I think that
Let
there's
me say one thing. I think. Go ahead, Kate.
No, I was just going to say there is
Aaron,
a
don't
class
talk
that.
over women, Aaron.
Listen to women, especially Jewesses. Okay. No, I think that that's a joke term I'm using.
Just gross. Ignorant and gross.
Don't use that unless you're Jewish or, you know.
Don't use that unless you're Jewish or you know. What if we don't know, Katie? What if we don't know? That's it. I'm done. Have a blessed day and be grateful. MZ out.
Yeah, we have all.